Hey, greetings, peace. What's going on, sentient beings? Today we're doing a petition for Saint Expedite. Super excited. 19 gratitude. Yes, I was just saw some information to refresh my mind and my awareness, and also to learn more. But boom. Apparently April 19th, that's St. Expedite's Day. It's celebrated. It's Mercurial energy. And today is a Wednesday. So right off the bat, I want to open up with crown chakra mudras and mantra. Alright, so the mantra is A-N-G. Ong. Ong. The mudra looks like this. It's like this. Triangle. Triangle. Hands are open. So we are practicing some of that earlier, and we'll do it right now together. Open up. It's energy, crown chakra, mercurial energy, and that's relevant to Saint Expedite. Saint Expedite is mercurial energy. So she, Shat, mercurial, Saint Expedite. Let's go. Moons in Cancer. We talk about the divine feminine on this channel. Empowerment. Oh, yes. So we get into the lotus position. Bong. And we'll go ahead with the mudras and mantras. Mudra for crown chakra. Saris Rara. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Saris Rara. Just know it's the crown chakra. It's mercurial energy, empathy, vibration. Gratitude. So wanted to do that 5 times. 5 is a mercurial number, and we're talking about mercurial energy when we are petitioning Saint Expedite. Woo! It gets easier in time. And I had to like rotate my ankles. Oh, all right. Look, I set the altar up. I wrote out my petition, boom, and spiritual warfare is living in alignment via awareness. Yes, I did see the 441. It's like 144. Let's go. Let's go. 144. The moon is in Cancer today. It's Wednesday, and it's Scorpio season, so it's double water. It's mercurial energy. It's a 27th. It's a 9. Humanitarian. So it's certainly crown chakra energy. Connecting with all for what? Well, the energy is double water. Like I said, the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Cancer. Scorpio is the depths, and the Cancer is the soul, the inner, the Akashic. So we're connecting the inner feelings and the inner knowing, right? With everyone. 9 energy. Very passionate. Very 9 energy is very aware. It's very sensitive. It's very what's the word? To where you influential. That's the word. Because I learned about this from my astrology book. But with the 9 energy, anything you add, when you add 9 to any number, you still get that number. Like if you take the number 5 and then add 9, that's 14. And 1 plus 4 is a 5. So it gets right back to that. So it's very perpetuating, very influential, very can influence, right? So it's a sacred number. It's the highest digit before you, it's the highest digit. And it's a sacred number. If you multiply 6 times 9, that's 54. And a 5 and a 4 is a 9. So it like always comes back to itself or to the other number. But it's very relatable, expansive, transcendent in nature. You could look at A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I is a 9, it's a vowel. I have a paper, but that's not what this video is for. It's for Saint Expedite. Well, hold on. Where's my... Well, apparently I don't need to share it. And okay, no, here it goes. Here we go. Oh, okay, because I folded it. Oh, it's I and R. Those are that's 9. 9 energy. A vowel and R's. R's, like reverse. R does a lot of like retrograde, like redo, relate. I said relate. And I said influential as well. You see the energy? Let's go. Let's go. But see, this is, everything has an energy. So Saint Expedite has an energy of coming through. Saint Expedite be coming through. I've done 2 Saint Expedite rituals in my life. They're both successful. Right on. There's no doubt in my heart at all. So it's like, I remember thinking a couple months ago, like, when are you going to do another Saint Expedite ritual? Don't you think you should? Well, if it works, and before you were just experimenting, trying to find out, and then you see the results, and then you did it again just to try to find out, and you saw the results again. So maybe it's just time to try again. Oh, there's something else I'm supposed to be doing as well. I had to make a crown. Oh, it's crown chakra energy. I was supposed to do this. It's okay. Well, gratitude. It came back into the awareness. So, let me stay focused on this particular video. And it's giving acknowledgement and accolades to Saint Expedite. I already posted a Saint Expedite video on my page because that was the results from the second time that I did a Saint Expedite ritual. And that time, the first time I did a Saint Expedite ritual, I did it privately. The second time I did at home. The second time I did a Saint Expedite ritual, I did it on video and shared it with a group. I was encouraged, I was empowered, I was with other divine feminines working on our craft. And I was like seeing other people like, so this is possible? So all we got to do, and it was like, yeah, let's put your altars. It was like, everyone take a picture of your altar to like encourage you on your journey. And I was like, well, I guess I can make an altar and I can post my picture too. This is being encouraged for us to do. So, and then, you know, she mentioned if anyone wanted to like do their ritual live, and I was inspired and I did, and it was great. The results were 2 days later. I posted a video. It's called Saint Expedite on my page. But this was from, whoa, this was like, was it 2 years ago or more? I'm gonna say 2 years ago. The date's in the video. But yeah, I believe that was 2019. So the point is that the results were 2 days later, because that was on a Wednesday. And 2 days later, I was walking by a field, and I remember too, because I was supposed to go on a Thursday. The plan was to go Thursday. I didn't go. Went on a Friday, and just walking by a field of grass on a regular street, and it was just a blank money order, chilling in the field. 3 digits. And I was like, what? How? Where? What? So it's beautiful. It's fantastic. The first time Saint Expedite came through and I did a ritual, and I wasn't sure, that was also awesome because, you know, this is Lilith energy, Cancer, and rebelling again. It's you know, the status quo, the conditioning, the programming is the Eve mentality, not the Lilith mentality, and using your own power, being independent and self-sufficient. So that's all. Lilith is in my 12th house, and my 12th house is ruled by Cancer. But anyways, so I know it's being activated in this Cancer moon, and that Lilith energy, that Lilith power is, yes, mysterious, yes, esoteric, yes, get into this. Use your energy and your will and your hecka, your intent like you always do. Period. Like you always do. That's the game. That's the matrix. So now we're just looking at it esoterically on a deeper level, spiritually, energetically, and we're moving on them realms. If you want muscles, you take the action, you do the push-ups, you do the consistency, you do that, or you visualize. There's experiments that show you visualize and to get the results, and that happens. Mental and cause and effect and feeling. So that you put in. Same concept energetically. That's just it. Same concept energetically. It's as it is physically. So I like to give examples of things physically, because we're familiar with that. This is the reality we're living. And I'm very grateful for the awareness that there's that of the esoteric, of the divine, that you can use energy in an unseen way, that you can do things in an unseen way behind the scenes to bring about the physical results. That literally is the natural law. That is the process. Like if it's a plant and you put this seed in the soil, and even before that, you had to take the seed off of the plant where it came from or dry it out, for the year, and then this next season, and you put it in the soil, the preparation and all that. But this is the same thing that we're doing energetically in nourishing our intent and putting our energy into it. That's why we raise the frequency and started with the crown chakra, mudras and mantras. That is, crown chakra is ruled by the planet Mercury. So yes, I'm going to talk about what I put on the altar. I'm going to read the petition, and we are going to make it happen together. Yes, I do have some pound cake, Sara Lee pound cake in the freezer, so that once the results come, make sure to give Saint Expedite an offering. This is an offering as well. And you certainly do that afterwards once the results come through. Pound cake and public accolades. PMP. Power, Pluto, influence. So it's Scorpio season. We are not out here playing. But did you die? But did you die? That's just the energy. But did you die? No, I didn't die last time I did the rituals. And I'm going to try again. Let's go. Knowing yourself, knowing your power, knowing this. The video game does what you tell it to do. Right, how you program it. So we're just programming, we're just putting that intent out there. Everything has the energetic correspondence. Everything is its own essence, and it corresponds with other essences. So the influences and essences that have been here always, or as long, that's the beginning, is when we start talking about is when they were created. The stars, firmaments, the stars are suspended on nothing, divinity. Wherever you go in the world, they're there. Whatever language, whatever culture, whatever time period, they're there. If you're on sea or you're on land, they're there. You look up, we took an evening stroll, you look up, you see, they're there to guide and point. They've always been there. So when every culture has a story or a way of explaining life, as they watched the patterns and they were guided by the stars, the divine, the all this. So, if you ever want more information on that, it's the Temple of Dendera, the Pyramid of Dendera. It's the story of astrology, the zodiac is on the temple. It's on the inside of the walls. It's on the ceilings. I mean, it's the series leading up to new moons and full moons. The depictions are incredible. I've posted them on my Facebook page, and I love to always say that the astrology is inside the Temple of Dendera. I didn't even know what a Dendera was. And there's no pyramid emoji. For that reason. I mean, that's why you're not going to learn about a pyramid in public school system or in any indoctrination, because these things, they are, let me stuttering, they are truths. So it's empowering to be in alignment with what is, with all creation, with nature, with what's always been here, to live in alignment via awareness. The opposite of empowerment is oppression. And that is perpetuated through lies, deceit, lack of clarity. Communication brings lack of clarity. So I'm going to use that word. Anyways, let me stay focused on the ritual. Saint Expedite, Shishat, Mercury energy. That was what I was getting at. Everything boils down to planets. Everything boils down to stars. Everything energetically. Like, this is why I put the lavender flower. You know, it's like, oh, get a red flower. Well, I didn't have a red flower, and I didn't find any red flowers, and I forgot to purchase a red flower at the store. But that's okay, because I did remember that I didn't have flowers while I was on the way home, and I saw some lavender, and I was like, oh, the ritual. It automatically came to mind, so I already knew, yup, grab it, let's go. The whole time is a preparation and feeling, getting in the zone. I thought about, I wanted to offer some fruit. So I put strawberries and grapes in a bowl because they're red. Ooh, global, red globe grapes. And with the strawberries, I put 5 intentionally because 5 is a mercurial number. This is why there's nickels with the Saint Expedite Rituals. You'll read about nickel energy, the nickels that he likes that. I found it interesting that, you know, when you look up the Saint Expedite prayers and petitions, a lot of them mention the Mother Mary. And it's like, intercession, and through her, they just mention her name, right? It's just like Jesus and Mother Mary concept, and it's I find it very interesting with my perspective and awareness and reverence to the divine matriarch from which we all came through and want to be here. I mean, this Cancer moon, so you know. And in the temple of Indira, they show the zodiac starting in Cancer. That's also interesting. Oh shit, America's Cancer rising. Alright, anyways. Turtle Island. Yeah. The Mother Mary thing, that's the Marie energy. I made a video called Shishat Season, and I spoke about that. And I spoke about who Shishat is in the Kemetic culture, and how she is the feminine deity or counterpart to Hootie. See, Western culture only want to recognize the masculine aspect of things. We know there's a feminine aspect as well. And in the Kemetic culture, the balance, divine. And hold on. It's not just Kemetic culture. It's in so many cultures. Ignoring the feminine that's like ignoring the soil. That's not in alignment with what is. That's not the truth. That's not when you look out and see. You're going to see an internal and an external. And if you're explaining the story in totality in an empowering way, you're going to include the divine feminine. So that's always been done culturally. This is Western culture that likes to leave out the divine feminine aspect. So talking about it, the divine feminine, and being aware is not anything to be against masculine. Is not, oh, I'm feminist. No, not at all, boo-boo. We love the men. We love y'all. Thank you. Thank you, kings. Because look, I wouldn't be here well, anyways, let me not get too deep. But in this moment, in this realm, no, that's not how it goes nowadays. I made a video, Shishat and Season, and it talks about mercurial energy, Mother Mary, Virgo and Pisces. I just said it today to my child. They're on the axis. They're on a self, being selfless, giving to others and sacrificing. See that Mother Mary energy, right? And I also did a video called Demon Seed is not the one I was talking about. Release and let go of the devil. And I talked about the correlation between God and the devil, and Virgo and Pisces energy, and just my take on it. But God being unconditional, giving and loving irregardless of conditions, that's that access, that self-sacrifice access. And that's why it's hard. Well, that's why the challenge is also learning to focus on yourself. It's not just only about others. That's the whole game. It's like it's always a balance. It's always a balance. You can't do anything for others if you're not focusing on yourself. And if you're only focusing on yourself, you're not doing the job right. You're not playing the game right. So you're not utilizing your energy. You're not, yeah. So, it's all the external is a representation of what's happening internal. So let me just stick to the point. Oh, why does it always take 30 minutes before I get to the point of the actual video? It's okay. I'm learning. I'm grateful. I'm growing. I'm doing it. It's all right. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about being consistent. It's about having what's that word I love so much? Oh, integrity, authenticity. And it's about doing what works for you. It is what you say it is. All right. So that means every time I did an altar for Saint Expedite, it looked different every time. And yes, I was just explaining some of the reasons why I chose different parts of it. Using some ancestor money. I'm using 1 bill of ancestor money to represent the magician, that mercurial energy. So the more you know, the more you're aware, you put your essence, you put your energy into it, you put your knowing in. I use items from my family in the bowl, some from my that have sentimental value to me, and it also correlated with Saint Expedite's energy. Red, golds, yellows, whites, but certainly red, white, gold, yellow. So this bowl, I remember when I went to college, my dad, we went shopping and he made sure, he's like, yo, you need blankets, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. We did all those things. And it wasn't like, he was there because we went to college. No. It's not like that. I grew up in a 2-parent household. He was always there. He did everything he was supposed to do. Gratitude. So grateful for my dad. Oh, and he's a double Virgo. So that's mercurial energy. So I knew I had to include him in there. I'm so grateful for both of my parents. I'm so grateful for me. I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for who I'm becoming. And I'm so grateful for you tapping into your power in this journey. That's what it's about. It takes nothing away from your candle to light another's. And like Muhammad Ali say, service to others is the rent you pay for living on earth. All of this is that's that axis of self-sacrifice. But in order to be loving to others, this is a whole conversation I just had. It's just a conversation I just had with my child. It's the Virgo Pisces axis. In order to be loving to others, you have to be loving to yourself. In order to give to others, your cup has to be full and nourished. So So this has oil on it. There's red oil, and I have crystals. Citrine, copper, copper amplifies. This is a bracelet with crystals from my grandma, matriarch of our family. She's transitioned. I need to look up her moon sign because I still don't know it and I'd be wondering. And I never looked up her birth chart. I put her crystals in here, and this is from her as well, her butter dish. So I'm sentimental. It's cause, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is all my 12th house. This is all Cancer energy. I'm working that. Know thyself. This is what makes it fun for me. This is how I put my essence into it. Yes. My family, my lineage, and my rituals, and my living, my awareness. Every time I see a cardinal, I already know. That's why that cardinal bottle's there. That's why I purchased that wine on my solar return and drunk some with my grandma. The cardinals is the ancestors. And made sure to pour some in the soil. It's a memory. It's all Akashic. See? Cancer. See? Sentimental. And I'm putting it in. This is how you make it yours. Red wine. It was just what was available down the street. It's not even the wine I even like to drink. But I was looking at the different red wines that were available. And then based on what I was reading, I chose, that's the one I chose. And then we had a blue cap and bottle. And I was like, Mercury, let's go. First, the red one, the one with the red cap stood out to me because I was thinking St. Expedite. But then I was trying to decide. And I was like, I'm getting the one with the blue cap. It's the Mercury energy. I like these ingredients. It's Merlot. Let's get it. What else? We have a bell. You ring a bell to start the ritual. I have crystals, selenites, lapis. Who are you, lapis lazuli? You have to be, because what else would you be? And that's a material. It's also throat chakra, blue. But everybody knows lapis lazuli and the writing and the thinking and the nerves. That's mercurial. You gotta speak these messages. Come through. Talking that truth. Because it's all this. You gotta have a heart to do it. You gotta speak, open up. Don't be shy. Easier said than done. You gotta have a vision. First eye. And you have to be connected. Crown chakra. Spiritual work. Let's go. That's the external. That's the other part. The relating to the others. These bottom three chakras. Solar, sacral, root. They're more that personal journey. And being grounded, feeling creation, sensuality, and power. So yes, you have to work on yourself first. It's showing you in the chakras. Gratitude on one first. You got red, orange, yellow. You got to charge you up first. And then green, heart. And it's for others. And it's a transmutation. It's a Saturn energy. Woo, that's why it's so hard. But the difference between pleasure and pain is pressure. Heart chakra. Saturn. And you're gonna fold or be flexible. But anyways, yes, then you yes, and adapting and growing and being altruistic and accepting it all. And that's because when you learn to accept all of you, then you can accept all of everybody else. And then you just keep going up the chakras like that. And it just sounds great and easy and wonderful and simple. Right. Like all things in life, right? So boom, prosperity is within us. Yes, and your strength is your own belief. Very grateful to be doing this. I put this crystal on here. This crystal found me at my grandmother's house. She was not into any of this stuff at all. But always makes me think about her. Wow, 33. It's good. It's cardinal feather that I found one day when I went to make a video. The video I just spoke about, releasing the devil. Ooh, and I just passed gas. Gratitude. Yes, confirmation. Yes, and here's the, yes. Releasing and letting go of the devil. Yes, I had that feather. I found that feather that day. All right. So what else do we have here? Water. I like to include all the elements on my altars and within rituals as well. You know. So this is a brand new altar. This is our new family altar. And I was just adding different things to it. And today I'm doing a St. Expedite Ritual. So that's why I have certain extra things. So this water. And this is from my grandma. So that's why I use this container. Oh, and the water is moon water that I caught outside one day. And I forgot to write the date. It was like 2-3 storms like last week ago. It was about a week ago. But I put the water in here. Fresh water. Rainwater. Here's a gold acorn. The acorn is in the season. This is also sentimental. It's given to me from my family. And rainwater in your cup. Gratitude. Yes. I remember you told me you enjoyed it. Nickels, crystals, sound healing, candles, water, wine. You could do the wine before, after. I like to do it before. I'm gonna give her a nourisher. You can get this wine right now, and you got some cake on the way. Waiting, ready, gratitude. So, yes, fire. Yeah, we up in here. So, grateful, yes. Some people want to know this. And if it don't apply, let it fly. Right? So I like to write the time and date on everything. Because I'm in the numbers like that. Because I'm Miss Mercury herself. The day of the week, and the moon. Where the moon placement is, I've been following the moon. I'm being more consistent with that. It's funny looking back on notes from like, I'll find papers from 2 years ago and I'll see, oh, the moon is in this sign. But it's like I wasn't consistent, and now I'm like that. All my calendars are marked, and whenever I do or write something, I'm like, where's the moon at? What's going on? Everything is, where's the moon? Where's the moon? The moon, the moon, the moon. So, living in alignment via awareness. Because once you start focusing on the internal, oh yeah, the moon, you're going to want to know about the moon. The sun is the external. So, this is beautiful. All right. ODA, HODIE. It means now. So I would suggest doing a little bit of research on Saint Expedite. I would suggest reading some articles. And it's funny because people like to talk about, well, what about the color? People like to ask dumbass human ass questions for let me be impeccable with my word, right? Because no question is dumb. It's I don't like hypocrisy. And people like to question things that it's like you're questioning something that's minuscule or irrelevant, and the shit that you should be focusing on and questioning and wondering about, you give no thought to. But that's not anyone who's watching this video, so that's okay. But we know it's out there, and that's okay. Everybody has their choice, because what you focus on, that's what you get. That's your karma. I made a 60-second short on that about karma and Saturn, so you already know. So I was going to talk about, the color. This is energetic. This is spiritual warfare. This was gratitude. Gratitude all in force. Because I thought about this already, and I was like, because I thought about these things on my journey and wondering, and people, haters, they want to ask questions like the first ritual that I did. Well, why do you have a picture of someone and they're white? And it's like, well, every picture, like, come on, stop with the bullshit, yo. Because you're not saying that about Caesar Borgia and this whole Egyptian story, Book of the Sun, and Kemetic creation, Sumerian creation story. What's up? Or if it's the Muslim, you're doing prayers in a language that you don't even understand. Stop playing these games. Stop with the picking and choosing when to be. It's not discerning. It's judgmental. That's all, and that's what keeps them from being light. That's what keeps them from being able to experience that judgment. Well, what about the color? This is the answer. Whatever it is, your God, your Buddha, your Allah, your Jesus, like I say all the time, I don't care what you call it, just connect to it. It's all a preference. It's just like a language, it's like a hair color. It's like, would you like to eat? It's like, what energy would you like to use? How would you like to get there? That's it. Everything is a tool. Everything is energy. Stop playing. And tap in and play the shit right. You can have joy if you focus on joy. So the answer, what I was gonna say is that how would God, how would all knowing force, how would the divine answer that or talk to you or respond to that. And it's like, and that's the reality. It's if you in your mind, the God or the all-knowing force, the creator is judgmental, then you're gonna be judgmental and have judgmental thoughts about other people and about yourself, and you feel like you're being judged. But if you feel like the creator is unconditional and all-knowing and all-giving and make sure that the birds eat and that the grass grows and that the stars are aligned and that you blink and that you breathe and that you wake up, and that all these things happen and so much more, and that nobody's fingerprint is the same and no leaf print is the same. And that your heart rate pulses at the same rate that the earth vibrates at. I don't know specifically those numbers and correlations, but that is a fantastic concept and book to write about and to know, because just showing the as above, so below correlations, the microcosm and the macrocosm in this existence that we are experiencing. And knowing this and that you have control of it is fascinating, to say the least. Ooh, what's the word I wrote today or yesterday? It was today. And I think it started with an E. Yeah. Oh, something had to do with like exciting, exuberate, something. Something for this Scorpio energy. Emphatic. Yup. Scorpio, emphatic. Yeah. And I'm emphatic about the possibilities, the reality. So that's why I'm emphatically spread that energy to others. But yeah, God wouldn't be like, unless your God would be like, I don't know, maybe your God would be like, but God wouldn't be like, oh, well, this color, we're not doing this because you're this color, or this isn't gonna work because of this color. That's human shit. That's human shit. It's human shit. It's preferences. Look, it's either toxic or it's harmonious. That's it. That's it. It's either build or destroy. 8, Mercurial, eternal. Saturn, these are the connections. 8 is build or destroy. It's the eternal, is the Saturn. And also, that is the Mercurial energy. The 8 flipped on its side. It is what you say it is. You create the reality you experience. So when you have that knowing of source, all-knowing force, God, the creator, being unconditional, that's why it don't matter whether they're Buddhist, Christian, different sects of Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, Muslim, choose to not identify with an indoctrination, such as myself. It don't matter. Or what you're calling it will matter, what you're reaching out to. It don't fucking matter. That's just like if you choose to be a firefighter or a lawyer or a hairstylist or a painter. It what matters is that feeling, that energy, that intent, that you put in, that life force that you put in. Yeah, I did it short. Force versus matter. Force is gonna win. It is what you say it is. Matter just is created by force. So this is comprehending your powers and using your forces to bring about the matter. And from a force and source perspective, the physical things and attributes and adjectives and adverbs. Adverbs describes an action, so it would be an adjective. Like I said first, these physical, these adjectives, that's human shit. That's not That's not God. That's not divine. It's just the adjective. I like that. It's just the adjective. Shit. So look, let me read the petition. So you write down what you want. Focus, specific, force, power, intent. But everybody like to tell you mental. See? This is correct. This is certainly correct. If you're building a business, if you're doing the mental, that fortitude, you have to have that mental. But guess what? If you don't have that heart, if you don't have that courage, it's not about knowing how to jump over the hurdle. If you are not strong and have the will and the soul and the power and the courage to do it, you can know how all you want. That's why you sat and read all the books on it, but you didn't get behind the wheel to take your driver test. The feeling is different. The experience is different. That's why I could come like this. I did this already. I already know. That's why I don't care what somebody else says. It doesn't matter if somebody else doesn't believe my reality. I know what I did. I know what I know. I know what I'm aware of. I know what's going on. I know what I know. So there's so much power in that. That's empowering. There's joy. It's not an argument. It's just a show and prove. It's not even a show and prove. It's just a recognition. That's when the discernment comes in. This energy is toxic or harmonious. This is going to help us elevate and ascend, or this is going to pull us down. So we're over here ascending in appreciation. We're not falling in love. We're ascending in appreciation. It is what we say it is. Okay, so ODA, HODIE. That's was it Greek? Yeah, and then we were looking at a map. Oh, I have so much to say. Pluto in the third house. Let's go. Let's go. Transformative messages. Communication for the friends, for the neighbors. All right. That's what Saint Expedite is known for. Acting now, swiftly. So you want to include those words and that energy. You're already recognizing all the Saint Expedite energy. And then you're going to give more to Saint Expedite, that mercurial energy. So excited. Told you, I am Miss Mercury. Okay, Saint Expedite. My bad. So I want to read this. I want to light candles. I want to ring the bell. And I'm just going to do it in a way that feels natural and in tune for me. You know, you'll see videos, you'll see things. You're supposed to do this first, you're supposed to do that first. I follow these things. I listen. This is how I learned. And now I comprehend a lot more. It's like baking a cake. Everyone's gonna, if you go to your aunt's house and she tells you how to bake a carrot cake, it's gonna be great. But then you go to your other aunt's house and she tells you how to bake a carrot cake, it's also gonna be great. And they're gonna be different ways. And then I just saw that quote today. If you ask 10 different people the same question, they'll give you 10 different answers. That's the concept. That's life. That's what this is. Can't nobody tell you how to live your life, how to work your energy. But they sure try to. Or they can, you don't choose to listen. You don't allow that in. You do your own programming and putting out vibrations. All right, so that's what we are doing. ODA, Saint Expedite. Mercury. Come through. Saint Expedite, I petition you. Because of your swift ability, integral and intrinsic strength, and your guaranteed harmonious results, I will give you public acknowledgement and accolades and share your work again. I'm very grateful for your service to humanity. Come quick, come swift, come now. Deliver to me in a divinely aligned, eternally joyful, and eternally grateful energy. The amount I put right there, immediately. Keep that between us. Gratitude. Immediately, this instance, for the nourishment of my family and to perpetuate my 444 creation. I have red wine, candles, gold, ancestor money, crystals, a bell, water, a red cardinal feather, your number and colors represented, fresh red globe grapes, and 5 strawberries, fresh lavender. All for you to feel welcome in my space. I appreciate and value your work. That's why I came to you. I know your power. Upon delivery, I will immediately offer Sara Lee pound cake to you. It's already in the house. It's already in the house, waiting to be placed on the altar for you. Much gratitude, Saint Expedite. Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Ooh, that was quick. Quick, fast, and a hooray! Ooh, look how it's burning. Gratitude. Gratitude. Woo! So that was it. Just opened up and then closed out with the bell. You know. Thank you for being here for that. Great. Great. Very grateful we did this. Oh, let's go. I am going to pull a little tarot. That's what I do. Let's get it for this ritual. And I had so many confirmations on the journey here and just on the journey to the store and to get the things that I needed for the ritual. And like at one point my daughter was like, "Oh mom, did you see that magazine?" I'm like, "No, what where?" And she's like, "Right there, it's a witch." I'm like, "Oh shit." Like they had a whole article. I mean, this is the season for that, but it was like a Time magazine and the article on the history of the witches and I'm like, "Oh yes, I needed that." Yo, there's just a lot. I see in these numbers. Very grateful, very grateful. So what I'm going to do is pull a card from this deck and pull a card from my Afro-Brazilian deck. Yes. I even pulled cards before I did this ritual too. Like, should I do this? Yo, the cards I got. Woo, what's that? Whatever it is, we're pulling it. It's trying. Where are you? Are you? Oh, you're right here. Okay, great. Great. Oh, yes. We are about to see what that card is that flew out. Let's get it. Okay, great. So let me put the deck down. We don't even need to do anything else. That card is getting looked at. Gratitude, all known force. That's a message that needs to be revealed pertaining to the Saint Expedite Ritual. Gratitude. Gratitude. All right. And now we'll pull out this other card. Let me see there. Okay. How we looking? Okay, great. Gratitude. What was that? It's okay. What other card? I mean, well, I shouldn't doubt myself. Bonk. There it is. There it is. I was saying with the card, it was acting jumpy. Okay, and we'll find out. Yay. Yay. I don't know why I just slow. Alright. Great. So we have 2 cards, and we're about to find out what his messages are revealed to us here. Let's do this together. Oh, we lit! You came back! Gratitude. When I did a reading for myself earlier and I used this deck, the bottom card was the World, the next card was the Ace of Pentacles, and then the next card was the Four of Pentacles. Let me read to you what it says. In this particular deck, because all decks are different, right? This one I find has very interesting meanings, but I love it. I love all my decks. They're so interesting. I'm very grateful. I only use decks that were gifted to me. All right, look. Four of Pentacles, the Lord of Power. Let's go. Ooh. Yep, and they're all lions. That's what you call it, energy. Fixed. Scorpio, the Lord of Power, represents the time when we achieve a stable level of material balance, at least at that moment in time, on a purely mundane level. It might appear after settling into a new home. The card is, at this level, much concerned about material bounty. Gratitude. Appreciate that. All knowing force be coming through. So that was a card that wanted to reveal itself for this energy of this Saint Expedite Ritual. Okay, great. Now we're going to get to this next card and we're going to look at it together. Let's go! What do we have? 8 of Wands. Oh, that's quickly. That's messages, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, communication. That's 8 of Wands. Oh, didn't they used to call that the soulmate card? Oh, hold on. We got 4 and an 8. We have 4s and 8s. 48. Let's go. Oh. Oh, okay. It was the 84s make me think about the Uranus energy. But this is 48. But this is fantastic. This is amazing. This is like immediate messages, passion. The passion. The 8 is four is stability, because 4 is stability. You know, like corners, and then Pentacles is stability. I mean, this is like, that's why it's the Lord of Power, like we read, apparently. It represents a time we achieve a stable level of material balance. That's what it is. Stable and material balance. Boom. That's what's up. Now the 8 of Wands, the 8 is, we already talked about the 8. That's Mercurial energy, that's Saturn energy. So whether you're talking about eternal, you're talking about build or destroy, and we'll keep it at the Saturn energy. It's a Saturn rule number. All right, but it correlates with the Magician when you flip it to the side, and that's the Eternity sign, and it correlates with the Magician. That's the Magician's sign as well, and the Magician is Mercurial energy. So anyways, the 8, and we know in the Major Arcana, that's the Strength card. The 4 in the Major Arcana is the Emperor. Ooh, let's go. So these are versions of that energy, but the Wands is of fire and passion. All I know is I love this card. You see it. You see it. She went out there to do what she needed to do. That's the energy that we're talking about. Oh, and the 4 and the 8, and it's a 12. And I talk about my 12th house and the Lilith energy. Yeah, she went out there under the stars. She's doing the ritual. This whole deck is ritualistic. But you see, she's communicating. You can't tell her no special type of way to connect with the divine, with all knowing force that's in her life every day, each moment. Oh, gateways. I see it. I see it. I see it all. I saw the 56 and the 56 earlier too. When I pulled this card. Gratitude. Wow. Wow, I'm so excited to read this. Yo, this is coming through. Like the lights are shining in the background. That's what's up. She is out there. She is on her path. She is doing her thing. This is me. This is me right now. Let's go. And walking in it, like really living it. Like this is how I connect. This is what I do. Period. All right, 8 of Wands. But this is why it's them divine messages. This is why it's an eternal energy, because it's the 8s, and it's divine. See, this is what she's doing. She's setting up to communicate and talk with the divine. That's it. Nobody else. She made her sacred space. And you see it, and you see like the tetrahedron. This shit is deep. Yo, what is this card? What is it saying?
I see a waxing gibbous.
Waxing gibbous. Gratitude. Oh, that's what you see for the moon out there?
Yes.
But waxing is building up, so it has to be the waning, isn't it? Because we just had the full moon.
Well, let's closer to a first quarter.
Well, we're going to double check it, and okay? That way, that's how we familiarize ourselves and learn.
Okay.
Thank you so much for sharing and for being attentive. You checking out the energy out there?
Yes. Hey, Mom, remember Ancestor Kitty?
Of course, I remember Ancestor Kitty. Let me finish what I'm doing, precious.
Okay.
All right. The 8 of Wands says distraction. All knowing force be coming through. But also, this is the young prophet right there. It's always in alignment. This time as the... Okay, anyway, let me just keep reading. It says distraction. Possessions. Activity. Ideas. Good intentions. Yeah, so not letting things distract you from what you're doing. Keeping your energy focused. That's what you better do. Whether it's internal, external. You got a goal, you know what you're trying to do. You got to get in your zone, in your sacred space. Bring in them possessions. Okay, activity, wands, fire symbolizes life, action, body. Distraction, possessions, activity, ideas, good intentions. So that's why, and that's exactly what we just did here. Took the ideas, the good intentions. We didn't allow any distractions, and we used our possessions as well. Did an activity, our ideas, connect with all knowing force. And these are the cards I want to reveal yourself today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been fantastic. You guys remember to always ask the ancestors and to surely seek spirit.